me, that pressure one can get or not. Or sometimes the stress is too heavy. When stress is too much, person goes off. You know, what do you mean by off? Whenever he shows the sign that I don't want to do anything. See the last one, non-specific response of the body. The way person is being pressurized, sometimes you must have seen the people, hey, leave me alone here. I don't want to do, leave me alone. Non-specific response of the body. It indicates that he is in stress. Clear? Now, why to get stress? See, what are the sources of stress? And it happens in the normal life, in organizational life, as well as in your personal life also it happens. So, which are these particular sources of stress we have here? See now, as technical changes in the company. Sir, I am working with you for last 10 years. Every year you have some kind of technological change. Every time I have to go for training. I am getting mad. Every now and then the change. He is not happy. Will I get a tension or not? People are changing the technology and he is saying you have to accommodate with the new technology. It is not possible. And as family demands, my mom says something, dad says something, son says something, grandma says something. मैं क्या करूँ, पागल हो गया है. Everybody is after me. I get that stress. I am not able to accommodate. I am not able to satisfy all these people. Economic condition. Salary is 40,000. My expenditure is 50,000, my friend. Why I know only how I accommodate. It's going, I'm going mad. 50,000 expenditure is there. And that's what the race is. I am not like her. Every time that kills me. I am not like her. Or some people do get the stress that I am not of that caste. I don't believe in that. Some people get a pressure or stress because they are not that caste. I don't know, but it's not my point to discuss. And the class. I am not in a class of its own. The way she stands up living, class of her own is different. I am not of that class. That differs my personality. I don't know when I am going to achieve that class, a class standard of living. I am trying my hard, but I am not able to reach and compete her. She is in her class of its own, where I don't know in what way I am going to reach there. And at the relocation, madam, I am actually from Pondicherry. For a want of job, I have come here. I was not knowing Pune. What kind of people are there? I don't understand. Everybody speaks in a Marathi. काय बोलतात माझं मला कळत नाही. I don't know. My language is different. My culture is different, ma'am. I don't know what's happening here. People get pressure. And sometime by way of transfer. I join in Pune under the contract that she will keep me in Pune only. That's the condition I join. And today morning she called me, oh Mr. Sant, we are transferring into Chambal. Chambal mein kya karu madam? Chambal, I don't want. You have to go. You will not go. I will have to go. I will not go. You have to go. I will not go. You have to go. That's what. Tension is mounting. That happens or not? Yes. And the organizational stressors. The kind of policy, madam, I am from the government sector. Your policy, the private sector policies are so different, madam. It's very difficult to digest. The strategies are very hard strategies are there. Their strategies like a military strategies, you know. You have to do means do. Try hard, do or die, that strategies are there. I am from very simple public sector undertaking. Want of job, want to have money, I joined that company, but I am not happy with the policy. I always get a stress. And as structure and design, where I have worked in a democratic structure, now we have seen the models of OB, where her structure is autocrat. always hiring and firing, always treating people like a donkeys, making them to work like a donkey, where I am finding it difficult because I was enjoying my democracy, I was enjoying my freedom at my work, at my place where in the last company. I find it difficult, and the process and working condition which I already told you, the kind of process are there. You see in some people in Wipro or some in IT companies, they do work for 12 hours. 12 hours. If you see the companies like Morgan Stanley or various investment bankings are concerned, people do come at 10 o'clock, to go at 10 o'clock, come in the morning at 5 o'clock. What a stress they have. Working conditions are like this. Person get a stress. See, especially those who are working night shifts, they get a lot of stress because they don't get that kind of relief, rest, and because of that, it affects on the next day, the stress they get. And the group stressors, lack of group cohesiveness. My friend, I joined this company. Here my friends are not there, more friends. And when I am trying to make the friendship, he is going away from me. Nobody texts me in the group, sir, why you are doing like this? Lack of group cohesiveness. There is also a tension, where you get a tension, where they don't consider you as a part of their group. You are aloof. That way also person get a stress. And this lack of social support. When you are working or living in a society, you want to have a help, support from your near dears, neighbors is required or not. See, in your own building also, you want to have the support of your neighbor also. Why? Because you get dynamic, you get free from the worries. Is it not? If there is a people around you, your life becomes interesting. But if there is no social support, people find it difficult to work. And interpersonal and intergroup conflict. Whenever I say something, she's against. Whenever she says something, I'm against. Whenever I'm something, the group is against. I'm going to conduct this class, I'm telling you, up to 7 o'clock today in the night. Till I finish, you will not go out of this class. Is it clear? There's a fight between the individual and the group. The stress is going to be there. They may not like that, the kind of pressure I put. And individual stressors are, see now, the role conflict and ambiguity. What kind of role I am playing every day? Somewhere I am a visiting faculty, somewhere I am a consultant, somewhere I am a trainer, somewhere I am a husband, somewhere I am son. Lot of role I play everywhere. Now, if I am not able to adjust myself in a given role, I will get a stress or not. The way I am giving the lecture to you, if I go home and talk in front of my wife, what she is going to say? Darling, you are my husband, keep quiet. Don't give me the lecture. I will have a stress there. I have to mold myself on the basis of the way I work. If I am not able to adjust in a given situation, I will get a pressure. That pressure is a stress. Finish. It happens at various places. My friend, it's my own experience. When I was working in industry and when I start doing something on my own, what's difference? What's difference? So I could manage my own. I could understand that. This is a different field. I may not get the things the way I deserve, or I may not get the things the way I wanted. If I am not able to adjust myself in a given situation, I'll be out. And I could win over that because my gurus has said that. Adjust in a given situation, you will be happy. Try to modify, don't take tension. And then it was okay for me. As there is a role ambiguity, the personality traits. What the personality traits are? Well, some people get a stress because they do carry some kind of life position throughout their life. How that life position is? Throughout the life they get. life position number 1. Some people carry. What does it indicate? I am okay, you are not okay. This particular person always demean others, always understand himself. Is a good position? It's a good situation. When he never signifies others, he is the only the best. Oh ma'am, you are the best. I am nothing in front of you. Stress. Third, I am not okay, you are not okay. अगर मेरा भला नहीं हुआ तो I will see that आपका भी नहीं होगा. Both are in stress. Fourth, I am okay, you are okay. I don't have a stress, you don't have a stress. My kalyan, your kalyan, jana kalyan. You don't get a stress, like what? But people do not. I tell you, the personality traits are like this. Till the death, people do not change. It's a fact. People do not change till the death. They are like that only. But what happens? At the end, they get a stress. That's a problem. And the last one is the life and career changes, where some kind of changes are going to be there in your life and your career. You won't get the things the way you want all the time in your life. Some kind of adjustment is required or not. Everybody cannot be Amitabh Bachchan, everybody cannot be Aishwarya Rai. Is it not? Whatever life you have, enjoy that. It never comes back in the life. Why to cry? On the contrary, enjoy whatever you get. But people do not understand that. They get frustrated, they get a stress by saying, oh, I am not a best, everybody is best. Whatever you are, you enjoy that. People do not understand that. Everybody won't get the things the way they want in the life. Is it not? You have to adjust. The nature is so beautiful, you have to have that patience to look after that. Is it not? Like when we say somebody is beautiful, somebody is not beautiful, we don't believe in that. You have to love by mind, not by the physical beauty. When you love by mind, stress will not be there. People do not understand that. They look at a life and their career in that way. That is why they get stress. As what the consequences will be if you are not able to manage the change, what consequences you are going to have. See now, the first, the physical consequences are the physical health gets deteriorated because of the stress. You are neglecting yourself, you don't understand what you are now. People forget what you are, and you forget what you are. And the high blood pressure, because of stress, blood pressure will be different. It's going to be at a high level because body texts you that way because of anger and high level of cholesterol. When people say I don't eat anything, the stress generates sugar in your body and cholesterol level will be high. It happens by way of the stress, not necessarily to eat. And it leads to heart problem, it leads to ulcer also. If you see in IT companies, a lot of students, lot of boys and girls having the ulcer, is because of the stress, kind of stress they have at workplace. Next one, as the psychological consequences, anger. That particular person, because it's stress, she's stressed, doesn't understand, always get angry. Anxiety all the time. I asked, what's time right now?
4 o'clock. Quarter to 4.
How simple answer she has given. If she is in stress, she may get angry with me. She has given the answer. It's around 4 o'clock. How simple answer you have given. If you are stressed, you will get angry with me. Mr. Son, how many students are in the class? Why you are asking me? What was the time yesterday? This is the time today. Nonsense. Don't ask me the time. There are a number of people here. Why you are asking me? Her intention is not to get angry with me. Because of stress, that anger develops. Anxiety develops. Because there are a number of things are in your mind which doesn't allow you to be the normal. It's abnormal. Because of the stress, डिप्रेशन, मुझे मेरा लाइफ में मैडम कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, मैं अभी बोलता हूं कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. नर्वसनेस, डिप्रेशन गोज इनटू द जीरो. कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, कितना भी ट्राई करो, कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. Depression we call it as. And as resentment of the supervision, he is not able to supervise, he is not able to concentrate any work. You are at the book, you are somewhere. That stress doesn't allow you to read the book. It will not allow you to concentrate on anything because you are in the stress. And behavioral consequences are, see, under-eating, overeating. People do not understand what they eat. Literally, I have seen people eating every after 1 hour. Why they are eating? बोले तो खाने का है ना. Why you are asking? चाहिए बोले तो खाने का है, खाने का है, खाने का. And some people I have seen, they do not eat for 2 days. I have seen one person who was into mechanical engineering, was having this business because of his partner. He was completely bankrupt and he was not able to come out of it. You will not believe, he was at one place taking 25 cups of tea and 2 packets of cigar every day since morning to evening, age 28, 29. What to do? Is overeating, under-eating, person goes into the bad habit, either smoking and drinking, sleeplessness, people are on the bed looking at a ceiling throughout the night, but they don't sleep. That stress doesn't allow them to sleep, always open with looking at a ceiling all the time. It happens. Yes, and as increased smoking and drinking, as you see in the West, especially, I don't want to criticize, but in ITs and BPOs, what a stress they have. Every now and then the people are into the bad habit. They feel that by way of drinking and smoking, my stress will be reduced. It's not that, it increases on the contrary after some time. And result in tardiness. Madam, मैं थक गया हूँ. The way kind of stress, अभी मुझे नहीं होता है, it's tardiness. Then person start remaining absent and sometime छोड़ दो मुझे मैम ये resignation ले लो, that is labor turnover. They go out of the company. Means consequences can be bad if you are not able to manage your stress. See, every person is having the stress either at home or in the office. But stress is everywhere. You cannot, nobody is free from that. How you take that stress on you, that matters. Is it not? Everybody has some kind of stress. See, forget about when you are traveling on two-wheeler also and you want to reach within 10 minutes at home. A lot of traffic is there, a lot of signals are there. That by way of that also people get a signal. Teet, 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 teet. There is a traffic, he is putting horn. But unless and until the person who is in front of you moves, what is the use of putting horn? Because he is in stress. It happens. And if you are not able to manage this, if you are the manage stress, the consequences are bad. And how to manage that stress is, that's important now. As working students you are. The individual coping strategies are physical exercise. Some kind of exercise every day is most important. At least for 40 minutes, you have to go take a morning walk. Either stretch your body, see the impact of it. I go there every day for at least 40 minutes, otherwise I won't get a cup of tea. I won't get a cup of tea. having 40 minutes walk, a jogging track, and stretching your body for at least 15-20 minutes. You just stretch your body for 20 minutes every day, see the impact of it. Physical exercise will increase your immune power, and you will be able to manage the stress, sustain the stress. But you are not having the exercise and having the stress, its impact will be bad. Some kind of physical exercise is always required. And behavioral self-control, whatever the situation is, unless until you analyze the situation, don't react immediately. Control is required or not? Yes, and as this networking, you should not be lonely, you should not be isolated, you should have some friends in a good faith where you can share something, anything with them, whether it's personal, whether it is official. By way of sharing that information, your burden will reduce. If you are not sharing that information, which having the stress, which gets accumulated, and then it goes, when accumulation is over, it will explode in a bad way. Person commits the suicide or whatever happens. So you should have to have the networking, any good friend of yours, where you can share certain things. Friend, good friends to whom you believe. Is it not? Sometimes we say, चलो यार 5 बजे आ जाओ, मुझे बात करना है आपसे. Some of the things you cannot tell your wife, some of the things you cannot tell your parents, some of the things you cannot tell your relatives, where you can release your tension by way of sharing that with your good friends. So some kind of social networking is required, by which you get some kind of help from the people. Yeah, somebody is there with me, not to worry, not to worry. And as the counseling is required. Counseling is a process of discussions and negotiation between two, by which I will be able to remove the emotional blocks. Emotional blocks, that counseling is required. Otherwise, the person goes into the zero and then finds it difficult to make him out of that. That is why counseling is always required. And what Ramdev Baba Maharaj says, that what the yoga is required, where it makes you to concentrate, understand, your body will be in your control. And the meditation is concerned. Meditation, where it's not on superstitions, but like suppose you, whatever your God is, after your bath, sit down, close your eyes, pray for 20 minutes without any expectations. See the impact of it. If you are with the expectation, 10 lakh lottery, 10 lakh lottery, 10 lakh lottery, Om Namo Shivaya, 10 lakh lottery, 10 lakh lottery, it will create a stress.
Yes.
Meditation is whatever your God is, after the bath, just sit down there for 10 minutes, pray without any expectation, close your eyes. It will give you eternal energy by which you will be fresh throughout the day. And readjust the life goal. Like right from the birth till you are right age what you are. You won't get the things the way you want all the time. Either it is the education, either marriage, either money, either job. Some kind of adjustment is always required. You tell me who is happy in the world? Even the king of the world, if he doesn't have a love of mom and dad, he's a beggar. He's also having a stress. Apart from having crores of rupees, my daddy, mommy never comes to me. He's having a stress. So some kind of readjustment of the life goal is always required. When we were counseling in my own company, you will not believe, right from the workers to the general manager, we were participating in counseling where we have made people out from that particular problems. And what are the problems? I cannot quote in the class. Such a problems we have faced. The way kind of people, different problem. There are different problems where we are never noticed. Such a problems are there. It can be a personal problem, it can be marital problem, it can be a number of problems. I don't want to discuss that, but it happens. And organizational coping strategies are, see, when as a personal level you have to adopt this to manage the stress or reduce the stress where the companies are there, clear cut policies are required. There should not be ambiguity. Everybody must understand what is required by the company, make it clear, and clear objectives. Flexibility is required. You cannot make people to go like this 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. You have to make people flexible, either do this, do that, is it not? When the flexibility is there, people may not get stress. If there is monotonous work, boredom, the fatigue, people get stress. And health maintenance, where you have to have proper health maintenance. A number of companies are there, especially where I go, Wipro. Every center has big, their health centers are there, physical fitness center. One floor, they have all ultra modern gym mechanism, machines they have. You have to just sit on the machine, stand on the machine, and your exercise starts. In the morning they come, go for exercise, take breakfast and log in. They are always fresh. But that is required because the amount of stress will reduce by way of physical exercise or maintenance, and proper selection and recruitment and selection, where you want to have proper man for a proper job, right man for the right job. If you are not taking a right man for the right job, the stress is going to be there, is it not? Because you don't like a job, but we have selected you. You will never be happy on that job. The stress you are going to get all the time. So, because you are not fit for that particular job. And job enrichment, make the job interesting, madam. You have a habit of making it critical. I don't understand. Make it simple and interesting. Okay? So, I will not get a stress. That is what? Job enrichment. How to make the job interesting. And as the next one, here's give the proper reward system. Ultimately, people get stressed because they are not getting properly rewarded. So, there should be a proper wage structure by which they will be able to maintain the cost of living as well as they will be able to maintain standard of living. You won't get the things the way you want all the time in your life. Some kind of adjustment is required or not. Everybody cannot be Amitabh Bachchan, everybody cannot be Aishwarya Rai. Is it not? Whatever life you have, enjoy that. It never comes back in the life. Why to cry? On the contrary, enjoy whatever you get. But people do not understand that. They get frustrated, they get a stress by saying, oh, I am not a best, everybody is best. Whatever you are, enjoy that. People do not understand.